Hello, this is Intrigue or Karamei, and I'm going to do a little bit of a VOD review of a Mercy slash Moira that I had in a game today, and she ended up being super toxic, and maybe during this replay review is toxic of me, but you know what? I think there's a lot we can all learn from such a review. I don't know why it keeps doing this. Maybe, I don't know. But, yeah. I'm mostly gonna do this from her point of view, so that I can see what she is seeing, because that'll be most helpful. I was playing Symmetra on this game, because Sim is pretty good on, what is it? Sorry, on Hanamara, and it went badly because on defense, the other team, well, on their defense, to be clear, they went Widow on the second point, and the Widow was just destroying us because we didn't have really anyone countering her. And I asked tanks to go maybe Diva or Winston to pester, and no, we stuck with Orisa Hog, I think. Maybe not Orisa. I'm not sure, but it was rough. And the Ana in this game, by the way, is her, like, boyfriend. He claimed to not even know who she was, but he also said he was a streamer, so I may have looked at his stream and saw, yeah, he totally groups with her a lot. So, she may not be his girlfriend, to be fair. But it was interesting to watch other games they played. And I am curious to see this from her point of view, basically. Because I saw, well, his point of view of her playing some DPS, and I didn't really look that thoroughly to see if there was a healer one, but I'd like to see her point of view anyway. So I'm just going to give some insights and observations as I go and try not to be toxic, I guess, but yeah, we'll see.
Activating the barrier.
Okay. Good. Fly to person. Looks like she has her Guardian Angel and Beam set to the default. I was setting up turrets there because that's where the dude told me to put them, even though I was thinking that was kind of a dumb thing, and then I destroyed my teleporter there. You can see me over there. Wow. Against the rocks. Okay, so this is not the best positioning. Obviously, as Mercy or Rose Tailors, you don't want to be just down choke. She goes after me, heals me when I'm full health. Shoot shield in front of a Reinhardt and Junkrat. Not the best choice. Also, why be that close? But anyway, still staying down there. That Junkrat could destroy her if you wanted, because she's not healing when she should be. Now people are antied. By the way, there was a lot of blame on DPS in this game. She's healing me and I'm full health, I believe. And she tries to make that step that you can't make. Once again, you cannot make that jump there. For those who don't know, that doesn't work. You have to go around the steps, or if you're Mercy, you have to have someone to fly to, but okay, so around here I was just like, okay, regroup, point B.
Group up here.
Activating the barrier.
Objective lost. New defense point. Objective B.
I don't... Oh, gosh. Her movement makes me sad, because she's just walking everywhere. And of course, never crouching. Okay, she avoided that, that's good. That's a very fortunate res. Genji's up there pestering her, she doesn't do anything. Okay, she vows to save herself, that's good. We have 3 people dead, and she does not heal anyone, instead she tries to pistol the Junkrat. This is kind of what I notice a lot of, like, Citrol Wayner's problem. It's really a good thing, rather, that she kept the Mei alive there. Though she probably could have swapped between healing and damage boost, but that's just min-maxing, I'd say. She really, like, she doesn't really take cover. Oh, at this point I had swapped to Farah. You'll see she doesn't really pay attention to me. She doesn't try to farm Mercy, which caused some contention. The Ana, her boyfriend, tried to heal me. This is bad positioning. That's bad positioning. She should fly to me. But she doesn't. Does she know? Okay, good. She uses me to get there. That's fine. She's not really looking anywhere besides at this full health Sigma. Holy shit, she's won. Yeah, she vows to save her life again, though it's a really bad time for her to be using Valk. And she's using it on the Ana. She doesn't try to use it on the 2 DPS. The Ana Sigma. Okay. She doesn't pay attention to the sounds of Junkrat to the right. She's just walking up, doesn't look up for me at all, even though she could have just flown to me instead of... What is she doing? What? I don't think she... Wow. Wow. What? Okay. She just flew in the middle of everything, and I'm shocked she didn't die faster. I was like, does she actually get out? Okay. So I was calling for healing. This isn't like the big contention point though.
You needed a doctor?
She needed to be healing the Mei a lot sooner. Yeah. Then I went for a dumb flank barrage and I killed their Ana, so I was like, okay. You know, that helps. They didn't have a Mercy, they have a much longer walk back than we do.
Observe the barrier.
Well, ideally you get at least 2 people with a barrage. But it was super risky. She stands in Coalescence and it's really awesome that Tyre died. I'm surprised that Junkrat didn't go for okay. So here she should be looking at other people a lot more.
Where does it go?
It's like, where am I? I don't know. There I am.
I've got you.
Enemies in our orbit.
30 seconds
Like, literally the only time I left. I'm asking for healing, she's pistoling. She's just tethered to a full health Ana. She goes to Riz. She ignores me, she's looking at her boyfriend. Okay, she goes to contest. That's fine. Yeah. So. Yeah. I saw from her rank in some video that at least her DPS was like bronze.
Initiating match.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna skip a little, obviously.
Ready for battle.
This is when people are complaining.
30 seconds.
Anyway, with her Guardian Angel and beam settings, she can farm Mercy without looking at me. She can just toggle on and then hit shift or whatever.
You should be at peak performance level.
So, yeah. And also, goes without saying, really bad positioning. At this point I was like, wow, that was a really good nade, the enemy Ana. To be fair, her boyfriend was getting a lot of good nades. She shouldn't be pistoling there. I mean, it worked out that nobody died, but Sigma was frozen. And some other people were getting frozen. Okay, there's a diva behind. Yep. Okay, she doesn't take the teleport, which is really interesting. By the way, spectating just says interact key, not bound. It doesn't necessarily mean she hasn't had it bound. Okay. And here, I used voice to say, heal me, because I asked why she didn't heal me as Farah when I asked like 6 times, right? And they were like, oh, we don't pay attention to that, use voice. So, it's like, okay, heal me.
Let me get you patched up.
Otherwise I would have used the con. No crouching, just jumping in front of a Widow.
Be at peak performance level.
Widow got low health. It was definitely not because of this group.
Heroes never die.
This could have been transferred into a win. I bet she gets shot by Widow here. Oh,
Right beside you.
that would be an easy shot for Widow. I don't know. She has like, it seems like she has no concept of a Widow being there. There's a lot of times Widow should have gotten her. Also, this should have
Green bill of health.
turned into a cab. Watching it from this point of view. Okay, is this when she goes Moira? Yeah.
Science will reveal the truth.
Personne n'échappe à mon regard.
Okay, so Widow sights till 4. She runs right out by herself. Also, our hog was dying to Widow a lot too, which is really weird. Here they were telling me to go left so that we could telly across, and I was like, well, I can't peek because Widow's
Get
there.
into position.
Then they were like, no, Widow's
Teleport
over here.
online.
And so I was like, okay. Well, she wasn't always. But like when she had sights down. Oh, wow. Oh, what? Wait. T-pose. No. Okay. We all went in and she's not with the team. That's... I mean, I'd say that's unlucky. Let's see. Where the fuck is this guy? Oh, wow. That is... Okay. That is unfortunate.
When faced with a setback, we must
I didn't even
challenge our
realize she had
assumptions.
gold Moira guns. Guns. Like the worst. I'm sorry. That was just funny. Let me like I gotta rewatch this cuz like yeah. The Ana shouldn't be jumping here. Jumping is a predictable trajectory. She's lucky she's not getting shot. They're just giving her really easy shots. That's the problem. And I was trying to figure out what should I do? What should I do here? And maybe I should have swapped.
Freeze! Don't move! To my will.
She goes over there, I assume to get the mercy. She
Anyone want to join me?
I don't know. She just stands in place. Fades basically into the tire. So this is a thing with low SR people. They try to go after somebody, and then as soon as they don't see them, it's like that person doesn't exist anymore. I'm not sure if she was trying to target my turrets there, but it certainly looks like it. And for having 2 tanks in her base, and also supercharger, like if she had just walked a little bit back and hid by the mini, she would have been fine, but so it goes. Basically.
When faced with a setback, we must challenge
Like,
our
I'm really
assumptions.
trying to be kind here. She takes the same path. Can see the Widow there. Same fucking thing. Now, the Sigma threw his shield there. Which he should be doing more of. Well, I haven't really been watching the Sigma. Is that a glitch with that ball?
Teleport online.
Now, here she actually took my telly.
Move up with me.
This wasn't the greatest telly.
Get into position.
I thought maybe, like,
Build you.
I don't know. Everybody was being tilted at that point. Okay. Okay, first of all, what? Hold on.
Get into position. I will rebuild you.
Okay, she's just hitting spray down. There is literally no reason she should have faded in that situation. There was a wall up, there was only a Junkrat, and he was about to die. So, I don't know. And then she got mad that I was calling out that our healers were down.
Personne
Here she's gonna
n'échappe à
die
mon
again,
regard.
guaranteed. Well, of course, like, she's gonna die again, but... Wow. Widow Dude, I didn't even know she was that far ahead.
30 seconds remaining.
I mean, obviously this widow's
That changes
decent.
everything.
I think
Allow me to repair the
she
damage.
got me maybe twice. That one, yeah.
10 seconds.
Like, honestly, it isn't just on this girl. There were quite a few problems with our team. Like this hog who wouldn't swap. People who just blamed DPS. She... I'm not sure why Army died there. Did he just jump off? And then she's down there at the end of the match, which is not good. There's other problems too, but, you know, it's all positioning, a lot of running into the Widow, basically. And I should rewatch this from the Widow's point of view, because I'm curious, but yeah, it's kind of sad, and these, I can't say this in a way that's sugar-coated or polite, I guess, but players like this should not be in my league, though. But I'm climbing, and actually, like, she's almost bronze, and on DPS I'm mid-gold. Like, how? How does this happen? Like, I understand it's within range, but it's still insane. Like, we shouldn't be grouped up like that, and I mean, that's, I guess, that's comp. That's comp for you. You get all kinds, but, like, I guess I could do a VOD review of myself, and that might help, pointing out my own mistakes and the things that I do well. Sometimes I do things well by accident, but, you know, I don't walk in straight lines everywhere, and, yeah, but I guess there's a lot for me to learn from this, like reinforcing the ideas of do not do these things. Be sure to look around. Always be alert to your teammates. Don't just look in one direction, especially as Mercy. Don't look in just the direction you're beaming. Unless you're beaming a target that's taking really heavy, like, hitting stuff, and you might have to, like, back up. Always have an out to fly to. Always position yourself so you have cover, if possible. If you do not have natural cover, which is honestly the best kind of cover, use a shield. Get behind the shield. And do not ever run in first, unless you're trying to stall. And if you're trying to stall, then you should swap to Lucio or Moira. Yeah. Other than that, I think that about sums it up. Also, do not use this Mercy skin, because I hate it. Nah, no. If you use it, that's cool, but, you know, and above all, be polite to people. Take, you know, criticism with, like, just brush it off your shoulder if you feel like it's personal or offended. If you're tilted, just try to take a deep breath. And, you know, if someone's asking for healing through comms, I personally find it's a lot easier to tell who it is, because through voice comms, yeah, I mean like the in-game, you know, button thing, which I just have bound to my mouse, among other things, like group up and thank you. And yeah. I don't view voice comms as easy to find out, because I'll hear someone saying like, "Oh, I need heals," and then I'll glance up there, and the person's not talking anymore. So you know what I do? I just look around me. But it's much easier if someone uses the comm, because unless there's a bunch of sounds overriding it, which can happen, which is why it's good to spam it sometimes. If you're doing it for a good reason, not being like a jerk about, you know, I don't think my healers are doing a good job, so I'm gonna spam it. No. People who are dead and spam it, or come back from spawn and they spam it. Nah. But, you know, that's just my opinion. If it's easier to look at voice, whatever, but you need to be looking around yourself. You need to have situational awareness. Oh, also you need to be aware of, map architecture, I guess is one way to put it, because on that point A, she kept trying to jump over that one ledge, which you cannot do. You can only do it if you have someone to fly to, like I said earlier. So that's really important. Knowing where the natural cover is also comes as a part of that, but that's kind of a lot easier, because it's like, I can stand behind this corner, or, you know, those little pillars in the middle of the point. There were a few times she was running around them, but like, just ignored the fact there was a widow, and then she got shot. But yeah, so just be very aware of positioning, because as Mercy, you're usually target number one. It's just how it works. You gotta stay alive. You gotta stay alive. As Moira, she made many of the same mistakes. I can't give a ton of critique on how she was using Moira, because... Oh, right, one more thing about Mercy. Don't pistol so much. Pistoling is definitely something I do, but you need to make sure your group is stabilized. If people start dying, like if one person dies while you're pistoling, then you can res that person, but you better stop pistoling at that point. You better have the awareness to be like, oh, I need to swap. To healing, especially when you're in Valk, it's a lot easier to heal the group up, but, you know, don't just pistol a random person either. If you're gonna pistol, pick your target well. Pick somebody who's low health, a threat, or put pressure on the enemy healers. And, yeah. Don't fly or fade into things. Granted, I fly into things sometimes. Like, I'll be mid-flying and Ryan will get a lucky charge on me. That's unlucky, though. There are things that are unlucky, and I pointed out a few of those here, like when she got charged off the side. But there was probably a better flight path she could have taken. Maybe. She did, like, take the teleporter a bit later than everybody else, though. So maybe if she had taken it sooner, she would have been able to maneuver more. Because, well, you're the healer. We need you with us. Don't burn your fade when you're Moira. unless you're actually using it to dodge something. Fade is so strong if you use it well. If you just use it randomly, it's not good. It's really bad. If you use it to run back, that's fine. You can do that. That's why Moira is one of the healers people use to stall. Yeah, definitely try not to fade into something like Junkrat's death bombs. And also, what else can I say? Oh, God, what was it? I don't remember her coalescence being much of anything. I didn't really, like, pay attention. Yeah, the other big thing was how she used her healing primary fire as Moira, which, a lot of people, I guess, don't realize it leaves a hot on the person after you stop. It puts a hot on them. You should not be just spraying and spraying that person. I didn't pay a lot of attention to her orb use because, honestly, I feel more, what's the word? Well, I feel more confident in my ability to critique Mercy, and there's a lot of wrong things you can do with Mercy that you can get away with on Moira, if that makes sense. Anyway, I hope it does, and that's going to be that. I hope this was somewhat informative, and I will do a VOD review of myself soon too, so just to balance things out. And, you know, this game, I probably was a little harsh, a little toxic. Most of the things that I did not like, I said over Discord to my friend, but I tried to be polite in what I said. I did say, oh my god, you died to the Junkrat bombs. Just 'cause, like, I've seen people doing that a lot at these lower elos. Well, this elo I'm stuck at right now because of, like, placements being bugged. Like, I still had 4 placements done when they supposedly fixed Season 18 from, like, the bugged placements, and I went 1 to 3 with those 4 placements. But whatever, excuses. I'm climbing. But, yeah, people die to those, way more than they should. And it's always surprising to me. Hence the oh my god. It's just not really an insult. I didn't mean to be, like, insulting, just like, hey, just be aware that that's why you died. And then I called out that both healers had died, and maybe that was also a problem. I was told I was watching everything she was doing and so on, and I was like, I just saw the kill feed. The only other thing I said that could have applied to her, besides asking her to heal me or why she didn't heal me when I was far, which, as you saw, was for a very prolonged period of time, was asking people, in general, people to not peek the Widow so much. Which she consistently did, but she was not the only one. As you saw, our hog died to Widow amazingly, repeatedly. So did this girl's boyfriend, Boyd. I know I keep saying boyfriend, and maybe he's not. Like, he didn't seem to really treat her like he was, but he did kind of white knight her. So who knows? Who knows what their attachment to each other is? But yeah. So there's that. That's really all I have to say, I think, about this one. And it was an unfortunate loss because there's things we could have turned into wins. But, you know, our Sigma, I think, was a good sport. Maybe? I don't recall. I think our hog was toxic. I remember, like, I was talking about the hog. Just an aside on the hog. He freaked out because our May walled and it apparently blocked his ult. Now, I don't know if May dropped the wall. She should have. But, yeah. It's like, it's chill, you both use the same ability at the same time, or, like, May didn't realize. You can just say drop the wall. Maybe he did. I haven't rewatched the VOD yet. Not really looking forward to rewatching the VOD, honestly. But, anyway. Legit, that is all. I hope this taught you some things, and in my future VOD reviews of myself, I will try to explain what I do, or what I try to do, at least. And yeah. So take care and have a good one. Good luck in your games. Bye.